Hi, my name is Rachel Muthing. I grew up in the Catholic faith, and I have talked to God through prayer from the time I can remember. God was my guy in the sky who I could talk to when I felt scared or alone. Growing up, I never had much question if God was real, but I would ponder how he could let bad things happen to certain people. I do remember the first time I questioned if God was real. I was lying in a bed at a psychiatric hospital, and a chaplain had come to visit me. He was trying to emphasize that God knows what he is doing, that he has a plan for my life. I had the gut-wrenching feeling that I had let God down. I wanted this man to stop talking. It was easier to believe that God wasn't out there rather than confront the feeling of disappointing him. I don't believe I ever stopped praying in those dark times, but my prayers were dark as well. I prayed for death. I prayed for the people in my life to stop caring about me. I believed that I had been sent to live in hell on earth. Who knew if actual hell would be better or worse, but at least I wouldn't be disappointing everyone around me. In those times of gloomy prayer, I never prayed to get better. I didn't believe that was possible. But God works in ways we can never fathom, and I know my story is not unique. I met James in the winter of 2019, and I know that God placed him in my life at just the right time. I had been out of treatment for about 9 months, but I was still far from myself and far from God. I was uncomfortable with how openly James talked about his faith. I felt that spirituality and religion should be a private matter. Slowly, my heart began to open to the possibility of God's goodness and grace. I saw how joyously the people of the Oaks praised Christ. I was skeptical, but I allowed myself to keep an open heart and mind. I've had many conversations with James and other members of the Oaks about my doubts and fear, but Christ has worked through them to allow my heart to remain open. I have begun to understand the immensity of what Christ did for us and what he continues to do for us each day. I feel like I have been taking a long, slow, deep breath over the past year while accepting that we are powerless over sin and saved by Jesus Christ. For me, it wasn't a specific moment, but a gradual softening of my heart. It's still not complete, and I guess it won't ever be complete. But I know that I want to keep learning and praying and witnessing God's unremarkable grace in my life and the lives of others. Thank you.
Rachel, it's my responsibility to ask, who is Lord over your life?
Jesus Christ.
I baptize you, my sister, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in baptism, and raised to walk